Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. His name is Rhapsody. We're back in Shellshock Live. It's an ambition.
Live, Shellshock, live!
Tell you what,
No?
tell you how you could make the game live more is by nerfing the amount of experience you need in order to get to level 100. That would be a blooming good start.
I think there is probably a significant amount of people who got frustrated with the lack of acquisition of upgrades in the late game, and probably contributed towards them not playing much anymore, especially considering other people would have had higher levels, and just dunk on them with weapons that they don't have.
Yeah. Duncan.
That would be my assumption. I have nothing to back that up, for what it's worth.
You know what happens when you assume, dude?
Yeah, you make a dude out of everyone.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Well said.
Oh, we're using the auto-aiming weapons now, are we?
Oh, yeah, because I had such a clear shot. Why don't you get over here and say that to my face?
Alright, I will. Oh, no I won't.
Too much of a coward to even get over here and say it to my face.
No, I'll get over there. Don't you worry.
No, too much of a coward. I'm coming.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna use one of my 6 teleports. I'll face
Top
you.
that 6 damage.
There you go. Here I am.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's do this. I've got nothing that I can use up close.
I have a bunch of things that I could use up close, so I taunted you into coming to.
Ugh. Ugh. Disgraceful. Disgraceful tadpoles. I'm glad it was only tadpoles, honestly.
You're not wrong.
Okay, what can I do? No, don't hit me. Perfect. Absolutely.
Hit you a little.
I did it? I thought it just, There we go.
That's a good up-close weapon, saying you don't have any.
That's, okay, sorry. Let me rephrase that. That is the only one that I have. Hey, I'm actually winning right now. I don't want to, like, brag or whatever, but, like...
Oh, good, then don't.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh. No.
Yeah, too far, that one, sorry.
Yeah, that was a bridge too far. Okay. That was pretty nasty, actually. Ugh.
Not bad.
There we go.
You've got a lot of really good up-close weapons.
What are you talking about? Where's... Oh my god. How can you do that? You're just like...
Sorry? Do what?
It's just like... You're being saved by multiple lucky crits. And I don't like it. And I want you to stop.
Sorry, my bad. Let me just go level all of my crits off.
What have I got? Relocator.
Relocator.
Excuse me?
It's a relocator? For relocating.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. That's kind of cool.
That is a cool weapon.
I didn't even know that a weapon like that even existed in the game.
Damn it.
What level is that? Must be very high. Oh, I have the perfect weapon for this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I would,
done.
if I do say so myself, absolutely flawless performance.
I would not disagree. Well
Executed
done.
perfectly. I'm so very, very thankful to all of my... There's a way to say fans, but I really hate that term out there. I hate that term. Fans.
What
Let me.
would you like your audience to be called? Because
People.
saying audience or viewers is obviously the easiest way because they are literal descriptors. What would you go with? The potatoes?
We've had this discussion before, although I think
We have.
at this point it's a level. By the way,
But-
the relocator is a level 99 weapon.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're not far off.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing higher is imploder. I think we might have seen that like once, but not again. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Spuds, potato army, something like potato-y related. I think.
Because
What did-
potato army is very potato related.
Yeah, exactly. What did you decide on? Because you've got, is it the Republic? Is that
I've
your-
got the Republic, spelled RHAPUBLIC,
Okay.
which obviously has a problem becoming a demonym.
Excuse me. A denim.
Yeah, denim renum from IT Crowd.
I don't understand what that means.
A demonym. A way that you refer to someone by demographic.
Oh.
So
okay.
you would be a Scot. That would be the demonym for someone from Scotland.
All right. Okay. I knew that.
Yeah, no, clearly. That's why I had to clarify.
Yeah.
So
no, it's just double checking.
So I don't know. I don't know. I
about-
still feel uncomfortable when anyone writes a message that has the word fan in it. That's not, uncomfortable on their part. Like I'm glad that they think of me that way if they do. But I still get uncomfortable.
Well, it's like when people say, "Oh yeah," because like the YouTube staff refer to us as like influencers because we influence people, and every time someone says it, I want to throw up. Like it just absolutely is the most vile way to describe. Like okay, like what? Like you don't like if you're influencing people, right? It's not to do what they want to do. It's not to like sell their ads, It's you're not influencing an audience person, a member of the audience on their behalf. It's just I really think it's a very poor descriptor. I
agree entirely. I actually had to think about this recently because I was going to a I guess how could I refer to the event? An engagement party.
Mm-hmm.
And I recognized that I didn't know anyone there. So obviously, like the first questions that people ask, "Oh, what's your name? How do you know the hosts? And what do you do?"
Yeah. So let's role play this. Let's role play this.
Sure.
All right. Oh yeah. Hi. What's your name?
I'm not gonna speak to you because I know your third question. That's how I rolled through the night. No, okay, yes. It's Ryan actually.
Oh,
Ryan?
Oh yeah. That's really interesting. Oh well, I'm
not gonna ask your name back, by the way. Sorry, what's yours actually? No, what? I'm bringing you into the roleplay. What's?
I was away to say, oh, that's really interesting, and then just pretend to walk away. But I thought that might be
rude.
Very
How dare
rude.
You?
Exactly, rude. Anyway, oh yeah, hey, I'm Potato. Lovely to meet you. How do you?
Nice to meet you, Potato. How do you know the hosts?
Oh, how do I know the hosts? Oh well, great. We grew up together, actually.
You grew up, really? Back in Aberdeen?
Yeah. Back in Aberdeen, they used to call us the Aberdeen arseholes, actually.
Whoa, that's a bit salty.
Yeah, but But
that's how they refer to you, really.
That's
awful.
That's
I'm
how,
sorry to hear that. I hope you have a good night. And
Yeah.
then I turn around and run away.
All right. I call after you longingly. What do you do? What is your job?
I like the visual imagery there. It's difficult to explain. And then, like, I fall off a cliff as I run in the other direction. I try and turn around and shout back, and I don't see where I'm going.
Okay. I run
no,
up to
okay,
the.
so-
Hold on. I run up to the edge of the cliff. get out a microphone, which I've been holding in my back pocket all evening, turn on the microphone, crank up the volume right up to 10, and shout.
Whoa! Is there a speaker involved as well?
No, sorry, I meant a megaphone. I didn't actually mean microphone. That was a false descriptor. And then I shout into the megaphone, and I say, you need a better descriptor for your job. You need to be able to explain it in less than one sentence. Please do so as soon as possible.
That's a fair point. Why don't you help me come up with that? We should do a role play.
I can't hear you. See, that's the problem. Because you're already halfway off a cliff.
Nah, the thing is, I took a megaphone down with me.
I'm not going down without a megaphone.
So, of course. So now, in this scenario, in this roleplay, I've asked to do a roleplay with your character to figure out how I should go about it. So, now let's go into the nested roleplay. Okay, so I'll start the conversation this time. Hi. My name's Jimanuel. How are you? How are you going? What's your name?
I'm
Jimanuel, yeah.
Jimanuel. I can't even think after that. Hey, I'm Orbital. It's really nice to meet you.
Orbital. Nice to meet you as well.
How do you how did you come to know the hosts?
How did I come to know the host? Well, that's actually a really long story. So what do you do for work?
I'm a professional role player, actually. How about you?
Are you? Why? I'm an online content creator.
An online so you create content online?
Yes. Yes, that's true.
So what does that mean? What content do you create?
Mostly, video content for indie games.
Video content for indie games, man. I hear you work with that Orbital Potato guy. What's it like working with him?
Oh my god, don't get me started. So he did this thing, right? Oh my god, can I just complain for a bit? He did this thing where he made me roleplay a situation that wasn't particularly funny. Yeah. So I tried to save it by adding it into another level of roleplay, but then it became serious again, right? Like, oh my god. Can you relate?
I actually can. I actually can. I know a guy that does similar sort of nonsense.
Oh, what's he do?
Oh, he's a content creator.
Oh, he's a content creator, is he? Indie game content creator? Online content creator? Is he an offline content creator?
He's offline as much as a content creator can be offline. You could say that he's live as much as he can be live, but truthfully,
but what does live really mean, right?
Well, that's what I kept on asking him, but he could never tell me the answer. He just didn't know.
God, doesn't sound like the brightest tool in the shed.
No, it doesn't sound like the brightest knife in the cookie jar. That's for sure.
That too.
Yeah. Anyway,
sharpest bulb in the box.
At this moment, I pull out my microphone and turn it on, and it's like, and then I say goodbye.
Microphone or megaphone?
Oh fuck, megaphone, not microphone. Why would I have a microphone at a party? Come on.
Hey, you tell me. You're the one with the microphone. Sorry. I ruined my punchline.
I know. Anyway, so I turn on my megaphone and say, "Lovely to meet you. Goodbye."
We're still standing next to one another, and you are using a megaphone to call to communicate with me.
Yeah, I know. That's part of the point. Like, I really wanted to drive the point home that I'm just like going away now, just to.
So that was a good role play. I guess I'll do that in the future. So that was a good roleplay. I guess I'll do that in the future. Sorry, I'm just taking this the 2 levels up. Inception time.
Okay, so you're a content creator. Is that what you're saying?
I usually say online content creator, occasionally indie games content creator, because like, well, let's be real. There's a bit of a stigma around Let's Playing.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they think of Let's Playing, think of the largest channels that Let's Play and think of that kind of style, the kind of like catering exclusively to a younger demographic by just being over the top and just overly animated at all times and swearing left, right, and center. And
okay, here's the thing, right? I've never done this because I've never had like a. I mean, I'm not a
job.
It's not my job. It's not my job anyway, right? But however, when or if it happens, right? I would love to legitimately turn around to someone and they say, "What do you do?" And I would and they say, and you know, they'll say, "Oh, what do you do?" And say, "Oh, I make videos online." And they make, "Oh, you make videos online? What videos do you make online?" And then I legitimately want to turn and straight stone faced, I want to say I direct porn. And
okay, so I had that problem, and the version of that problem that I had is I initially said, "Oh, I'm an online entertainer," and then I recognized very quickly how that would be construed. And although I'm not in that industry, I have no begrudges against those who are. I'm not in it for, personal self-esteem and insecurity reasons. I'd be down. I don't have a problem with it, but I don't think that it's right for me to represent myself as being in an industry that I'm.
No, look, I agree. I don't have anything against directors of naughty content. Like that's not what I want to do. It's more just the shock value that I think I wouldn't do it to like people who would take it badly, but I would take it to people who I'd spoken to before and I knew them well enough but didn't like know what I did. Like
right, so you do it from the pulpit at a church function.
Yeah, exactly. Like after a job change, right? You know, you do it. You know, you perhaps people don't know what you're doing anymore. You know, you just you pull that card. You pull that card from the back pocket. Oh, that was a.
I do like those kinds of things where you meet someone that you know you'll never meet again, and you go, "Oh, well, I can just have a bit of fun with this interaction." Like I like the idea of like just putting on an accent and going, "Yeah, this is how I speak. Yeah. This is how I've always spoken. You just don't know me."
It's like when you get a I don't know what you call them, a supply teacher, so like a replacement teacher.
We have a sub.
Yeah, so you have a sub, right? You have a sub teacher, and you can just pretend for the entire lesson, right, 60 minutes, that you've got a completely different accent. And then, like, because you'll only get asked to speak like 3 or 4 times, you can just like completely pretend.
I have a story about that, and that's that I didn't want to do an accent, but I decided that I'm gonna tell them my name's a different name. Oh, it's gonna be funny as hell. It's gonna be so good. I didn't recognize that they have a role. Yeah. So they knew that my name wasn't whatever I came up with at the time. Unfortunately, I don't recall it. It was a very long time ago, and that immediately scared me straight of ever doing that again.
That was like, come on, like okay, all right. I don't want to say that it was a bad idea at the time, but that seems like a bad idea at the time.
Hey, you don't know. I might have been 12.
I mean, does that really excuse... Does that excuse anything?
Well, I mean, I think you make a lot more dumb decisions as, you're leveling up in terms of age.
Leveling up.
And you kind of find it out, okay, this is what flies, this is what it doesn't. I think it's fair to say that you get a bit more leniency at that point.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. In fact, I agree with you entirely. What am I saying?
Yeah.
It was more just. That's just very, very funny, actually. Oh my goodness! What the heck?
It's my best attempt at a prank. Have you ever successfully pulled off a prank on someone? And if so, what was the best you've done?
No, never. Next question.
Oh, great. Well, that.
What about you?
No, I don't play that.
No, like okay, there are like pranks which are like designed to be
pranks.
Well, exactly. Like they're just bullying, right? Like right?
Yes.
So you okay, right? I don't reckon that's not a prank. That's just that's just being a knob. It's just being a nasty piece of work. Oh, come on. Really?
Wrong.
That didn't hit? Oh. Anyway, so that's that, right? But then there's like actually like genuine pranks which are going to be, funny and, they're probably designed with the person in mind. And, those I can understand the appeal the appeal of a prank. But no, I've never executed one properly.
Good shot. Very good shot.
Thank you. That's a very poor shot. Very bad shot. Very disappointed in you.
That's fair.
Yeah. What about? Are you thinking of doing a prank? You gotta put a bucket.
No, not at all. Never. I don't know. I've tended far more towards just wholesome, like affirming actions with my friends. I don't want to take the mickey out of them.
I don't necessarily think that a prank has to take the mickey out of someone.
Well, it doesn't have to, but can you think of a good example of one that doesn't in any way? I think, like, I have a lot of friends who are, similar in temperament to me, which is to say quite anxious, who would look at a prank, even like a relatively trivial one, as in some way a reflection of your feelings about that person, and would feel victimized by it. And I don't think there's any prank I would come up with that's funny enough to even bother risking that.
Okay, that's fair. I guess it's all like defined, like what actually is a prank. I guess that's probably a pretty important thing to define, which I don't even want to define. That's true. I don't even like want to. But like, what if you were to say, oh yeah, we're going. You were like, oh yeah, let's go to the supermarket, and then you take your partner out for dinner, and it's a nice dinner. Is that a prank?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I did that at Valentine's Day a year ago, and we went to like a very, very nice restaurant.
See, like, is that a prank?
Well, I don't think so. I think that's a surprise. Do you think a surprise party is a prank? Have you ever had a surprise party?
No. And I don't ever want a surprise party.
Same.
That's just no. The responsibility is just too, like, the responsibility on how you have to act is just too large.
Oh yeah, no, because I recognize that I would open that door, I would see too many people, I wouldn't be prepared to be social because I haven't known that it was coming up.
Yeah.
And I would probably start to cry, and not in like a great, like, oh, all of my friends are here. It would probably be I need to go and be alone for a moment because I'm about to have a panic attack kind of moment. Yeah. Which isn't a great way to start a party, and it would probably bring the mood down somewhat.
You could say that it might. Anyway, on that illustrious note, we're going to finish the episode up. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. His name has been Rhapsody. This has been Shellshock Live. Link to Rhapsody's channel and the playlist down in the description below. So check it out. As I say, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Catcha.